I've got on my screen your quick reference guide that you all have. So you're going to want to grab this so that you can just kind of make some notes on it, that type of thing. I'm going to slide this over to a different screen so you can see what the actual desktop client looks like. So on the screen now, this is what you're going to see when you go into your MiCollab. At the top, this is your header. Then you've got your home page, your inbox, your display, and then at the bottom, this is the footer. Up here at the header, you have your name. It's going to show whatever status that you've set up. Mine is currently set for in the office. But if I wanted to adjust it, say maybe I was going to go on vacation, I could click on it. I could come here to the drop down, and then whatever's been set up for me, I could click on vacation, and I could even put a little note in here that, you know, be back on Friday. And then anybody that looks me up in the directory, they'll see that Tina's on vacation and she'll be back on Friday. To put it back to in the office, come here, click there, and then I can just come up here and take out that little personal message. The search section up here in the center, this is where if you wanted to look for someone within the city and maybe you're not sure what their telephone number is, you could actually come into this little bar, start typing their name, and you see it starts changing and narrowing down people as options. This person right here, Don Delaney, is who I was looking for. And the red circle means he's either on the phone or in a meeting. So I probably wouldn't call him right now. But if this was green, I could just click on it and it would actually dial either my desk phone, if that's what I have set up as my dial out point, or my soft phone, if I have that set up. So to click off of this, I just clear it out like that, and it's back to being just a regular home page. Up here in the top left, this is where if you click upon the MiCollab icon, I can minimize my screen. So see, it brings it down to the bottom, and if I want to open it back up, there you go. That's also how you can exit out of it. It'll still be running in the background, but it'll just completely take it down. On the display section here, you'll go into quite a bit of this. You'll probably go into your call history and your settings off and on. You don't have my Teams or the meetings piece, so you won't see that on yours, but this is my version of it, so that's why it's showing it. In the section in the middle, this is your inbox. So these are all, it's right now set for me to see. The red arrow here means I missed this call. So I could click on this person and it would actually, I could click right there and it would call them, or if I wanted to see who that really was, I could click on it and it would actually show me the number over here on the side. Then over here on the right-hand side, this is actually, right now, it's just blank. It only shows one thing I've set up, but this is where you can set up speed dials for people. You can put in favorites of people that within the city that you talk to all the time. You can build them over in here so that you don't have to search for them all the time, and I'll show you how to do that. Then down here on the bottom in the footer, over here on the right-hand side, see mine right now is set for desk phone. That's how I want to make my calls. But I could come here and click mine to soft phone, and then that's how I would make my calls using the laptop that I have. But this is where you're going to turn that type of thing on and off for what you want, how you want things set. Now, on the left-hand side, that if I click on that, that's just giving me hardware settings. Or microphone, that type of thing. That's usually preset pretty good, but you might want to double check it before you first start using it. Now, the first thing I'm going to do, just to kind of get you familiar with it, is on this home page here, I told you I would show you how to take somebody from the contacts and put them in here as a favorite. All you do is you come up here and you can hover. There's different options up here. So if I hover right here over this person with this plus, it says add a contact. So I click on it. And it lets me search. So if I have multiple ones, I can put them all in at the same time, but I can just I'm going to put in Chris right there. If I wanted to put in somebody else, there's Don Delaney. And then I click done. And you're going to see it's going to populate them onto my homepage. And you see it puts them in the order in which I actually put them in. Now I can see that Chris is on the phone. I mean, Chris is not on the phone. He's available with the little green circle there. So I could click right here and I could call him. I could send a little chat to him if I wanted to. So once you build in what you want, if say you don't want to have somebody up here, say maybe I want to get rid of Dawn. To edit it, all I'll do is come to the three dots, click on it, click edit. You see it puts X's up there. I can click on the X, click done, and now Dawn is gone from my homepage. So this I think you'll like a lot. I normally have quite a few things up there. I just cleared them out for the training, but it'll give you quick access if there's anybody that you call a lot to not have to search for them. The speed dial piece, that's right here. If I click on that, I can actually put a speed dial for someone, say maybe someone not in the city, but maybe a vendor or somewhere that I call frequently. I would just put in the name and then the number, and then I click done, and it's going to build them up here. Now, I'm going to just use myself, but because I want you to just see what the icon looks like. And when it builds it, so you can easily tell between a speed dial and a contact, you see it's just a handset. So that tells you it's no one that's on the phone system. So it's dialing outside of the MyTel phone system. Where if it's a contact within, that's how I'll get this. So see, when I hover over the speed dial, I don't get any options about chatting with them or seeing if they're on the phone because this is a speed dial. If I'm going to come over here, I'm going to edit, get rid of it, click done. And now it's gone. So pretty simple to do that. Now, we're going to jump over here to the left-hand side. I'm going to go over a few of these things with you. On your contacts, if I click here, this is, I have some that I've built, but, and you can do that too. If I hit corporate, this is people within my company. So you would have everything showing for the city. So you can also build your homepage from here too. Like if I clicked on here, if I did a right click, see it says you've got, I can call, I can chat, I can add to the homepage. That's the same thing as the way I did it to put it out there on that home sheet. I could do it from here too. So you do have more than one option. Now, your groups, I have some groups that I built. And you had that same option, you'll get that. And in this, if I click it, it's going to show me who's in the groups over here. So I don't have anybody in my favorites right now, but I do have 2 members in my operations group that I built. If you come off of the contacts, the chat. On the chat section, this is nice because it keeps the history of the chats. So these are different chat conversations I've had. You can see some are from July, some are from August. And if you're not sure about what was discussed, you can actually click on it, and it's going to give you that chat conversation over here on the right. So you can just type in something, and then you just hit your enter key, and what it'll do is it will send a little notification to that person that they have a chat message. And if their screen is minimized, then down here at the bottom, their MiCollab icon is going to start blinking, and that's how they're going to know what's going on. So now, the My Teams, like I said, you don't have. If I come to call history, then this is all my calls. And if I click here, this is missed calls. So you can break it down by outgoing, received, missed, and all. And it's more than what you see on the page. And you can choose to delete, like if I come up here to the 3 dots, can click on it and see I can delete individually, or I can click delete all and it will blow them all out. If I click the individual delete, see it puts X's beside them. I can choose where I want, hit done, and it knocks them out of there. Now, you come off of the call history, the voicemail, if I click on that, I don't have any voicemail messages right now, but if I did, they would be here and I could click on it, and what it will do is it's not going to put it into a text format or anything, but it will play it over the speakers, or if you're using a headset, it'll play it on your headset for you. Now here in your settings, this is where, for general, I've got teleworker turned on because I do a lot of teleworking from home. But you can go in here to different pieces. You won't have to go into most of this. It'll be preset up. You can go in here under Manage Status. That's probably the one you would go in the most. If I click under Manage Statuses, remember these were all the pieces that you saw when I clicked up here on my drop down. So I can come here to In the Office, and this shows, it says all my calls are going to my ring group. Well, this is my ring group right here. they're all turned on. I could choose to turn something off just by simply clicking it here, and then it would no longer ring that device. And so you need to pay attention to, it says call using and send my calls to. So you're using, calls using, it's how the call is going to go out. Is it going to go out through the desk phone? Is it going to go out through the soft phone? That type of thing. I click done and my changes are accepted. Now the calendar integration, I don't use that, but you might want to. With the calendar integration, it will work with, if you use Microsoft Outlook, it will integrate with whatever meetings you have on that calendar. But what you have to be conscious of is that when you are in a meeting, it's going to take, and if you have down on the meeting that you have a meeting from 1 to 2, and maybe the meeting ends early, say it ends at 1:30. Well, it's going to show your phone and you as still being in a meeting on the MiCollab if somebody looks you up. So your phone's not going to ring. So just be conscious of that. It's going to pair up with whatever times you put in your calendar. All right, I'm going to come back here to the home page for you. And I just want you to be able to see, like, if a call is coming in, what you're going to get. Like, if you have it open, I usually do not have mine open to this size. I usually have it minimized down on the bottom of my screen, and a little bubble will pop up when a call comes in. But if you've got it in this large format, because you happen to be in it, that's fine too. So I'm going to place a call on a side phone that I have here so that you can kind of see what it's going to look like. And see it's coming in, and I can click the accept. So now you can see, I'm taking the handset, sorry, off of the phone so you don't hear that background noise. You see, this is if it was somebody you see up here, you can see my caller ID. So here are my call options at the bottom. If I hit the red one, it's going to hang up the call. I've got a dial pad. Also, if I wanted to put them on hold, this is my hold. I would just click the hold button. So now see up here at the top, it changed it to show that it's on hold. When again, I'm back off a hold, I just click on this again. I'm back to talking to them. If I wanted to transfer them, I'm going to click here, and I can click transfer, and then all I've got to do is type in either the number, or if I want to transfer to a particular person, like I want to transfer to Rachel. That's what I want to do. So I see right here, you've got, if I hover over it, it shows you've got consultation call, and then this is a blind transfer. So if I wanted to talk to her, I would click on consultation call before I sent the call over. If I just wanted to send it over, I would click on blind transfer, and then the call goes through. So pretty easy. Now, I had it, like I show you here, large on the screen. I'm going to minimize it just so you can kind of see what it's going to look like if a call comes in when the screen is minimized, what you're going to get. And see here, I've got the little piece right here showing me it's an incoming call, so I can click on it, and then I've got the call. So it brings it up for you. You see who it's coming from before you ever answer the call. And then you can go into the same options I showed you with putting them on hold, or you could transfer them, or you could set up a conference if you needed to, that type of thing. So hopefully this has been a helpful session for you. And of course, if you have more questions about things, you can look on that quick reference guide. They go into a little more detail, but this should get you started, and hopefully you will enjoy your MiCollab desktop client.